Good day and welcome to all our viewers from all over South Africa. Good day and welcome. This is the NWU. It's a webinar with a theme today, the turn of Potchefstroom student experience at the NWU. En goeiedag ook aan al ons kykers. Lekker om vir julle ook saam met ons te hê. Tumelang bontate libome. Ons hoop werklik dat julle vandag insig sal kry in die studentelewe, want dis waaroor dit natuurlik gaan, die studentelewe. My naam Pieter Moller, ek is saam met julle vanmiddag en ek gaan gasheer speel en ek is saam met 'n klompie intelligente jong mense en intelligente bietjie meer senior mense ook en ek gaan hulle nou aan julle voorstel. The NWU, well known for its academic excellence but also its vibrant student life, and this webinar is an opportunity for you as a prospective first year to have a look at the NWU student experience. This webinar will be hosted by the SRC and SCC and Pieter Hatting will explain that to you just in a minute. But before we introduce our panel, let's have a look at our campuses and what they have to offer. Ek is seker elke van julle is net so opgewonde om te sien wat ons studenteleiers en te hoor wat hulle te sê het oor die unieke gees en die studentelewe ook op NWU se kampus en dit natuurlik vanmiddag die Potchefstroom kampus. Before we introduce our panel, listen to this. We are going to give away 10 valuable NWU hampers and that's to 10 lucky prospective students. So bly ingeskakel, moenie weggaan nie want jy kan dalk 'n wenner wees wat ons later vanmiddag gaan aankondig. Our three main social media platforms this afternoon, Webinar Jam, YouTube and Facebook. So you can check on the right hand side. Click on the chat box and put forward your question, which will be diverted to our panel this afternoon. And talking about our panel, I'd like to introduce our panel. First off the hook is Mr. Pieter Hatting. Pieter Hatting is die waarnemende voorsitter in hierdie stadium en Pieter, ons luister graag na jou.
Dankie Pieter. Good day, dumelang, goeiedag. My name is Pieter Hatting. I'm currently the acting SCC chairperson and also the SRC chairperson, and then also the SCC deputy chairperson for the Northwest University Potchefstroom campus. I'm currently a 6-year student. I'm busy with my second honours degree in marketing and entrepreneurship. And ek kom van Kimberley af. Ek het gematrikuleer by Hoërskool Diamantveld. Die rede hoekom ek hierdie pragtige kampus van ons gekies het, is bloot net dat jy in jou moedertaal kan klas kry en ook oor die dinamiese studentelewe wat elke student kan ervaar. Dis nie net hier waar jy gaan graad kry nie, maar dis ook hier waar jy graad kry met lekker kry, klaar kry en ook iets op jou CV kry.
Yes. Baie dankie Pieter, die man met die mooie naam. Ons het ons volgende paneelleier en lid van die paneel is Bianca Visagie en sy is verantwoordelik vir akademie. Sy gaan van ons baie meer daaroor vertel. Bianca, lekker om jou hier so te hê.
Hallo julle, my naam is Bianca. Ek kom van vereniging af. Ek is tans die voorsitter van die akademiese raad, KSR. I am busy with my master's degree in corporate communications and the reason that I came to the Potchefstroom campus is mainly the student life. It gives you so many experiences, you can make so many wonderful friends and that's mainly why I'm here.
Thank you Bianca. En jy sal ook sien dat daar is 'n baie mooi verdeling gedoen vanmiddag. Ons het net soveel mans as dames hierso en dit is soos dit werk. Vir die voornemende studente, manstudente. Ek dink die getal, ek sal nou die statistiek by die studenteraad kry, maar ek dink dit is 1 man vir elke 3 dames. Dit is die getalle, dit is die statistiek. Ons sal nou by die ander statistiek uitkom. Matthew van Wyk, so lekker om jou saam met ons te hê vanmiddag en Matthew is natuurlik ook verantwoordelik vir koshuise. Matthew, baie welkom.
Goeiedag voornemende eerstejaar, my naam is Matthew van Wyk, ek is deel van die Kampusstudenteraad met die portefeulje koshuisraad. I am from Brakpan in Gauteng, I matriculated at Hoërskool Stoffberg and I'm currently busy with my master's degree in educational management and leadership. Die rede hoekom ek die NWI gekies het is bloot vir die feit, ons het die beste studentelewe in die hele wêreld en dis hier waar jy jouself kan ontdek, dis hier waar jy self kan wees en dis hier waar vriende kan maak wat saam met jou gaan bly tot jou ou dag.
Baie dankie Matthew, and our last or second last member of our panel today will be Adrian Bartlett, Marketing Public Relations and also Media and Communications Officer. Good day, Adrian.
Hello, my name is Adrian Bartlett and I matriculated from high school Ferdinand Posma hier in Potchefstroom. Ek is hier gebore en ek het hier gebly en almal vra vir my hoekom het jy nêrens anders gegaan nie? Wel, die NWI Potchefstroom kampus, daar is geen ander in die land soos dit nie. Jy gaan nêrens anders 'n studentelewe kry soos wat jy hier in Potchefstroom gaan kry nie. Dit kan ek jou vandag waarborg. Dit is die tyd waar jy die beste herinneringe gaan maak en dit is werklik waar jou vriende jou familie gaan word. Dis die mense wat langs jou in die klas gaan sit, wat eendag langs jou gaan staan wanneer jy trou en die mense wat daar gaan wees deur alles. So kom kyk wat die NWI Potchefstroom het, want ek beloof jou, jy gaan die lekkerste tye hê.
Baie dankie Adrian, ek dink ons almal is nou al aangeskakel daarvoor en dis ook lekker om ons laaste lid van die paneel bekend te stel. Baie gewaardeerde, geliefde kollega van my en ek dink baie van die voornemende studente vir haar is 'n bekende gesig en dit is niemand anders nie as Zelda Du Plessis. Zelda, so lekker om jou saam met ons te hê.
Baie dankie Pieter. Goeiemiddag julle. Zelda Du Plessis, senior marketer by die mooiste prentjie mooi kampus, die Potchefstroom kampus van die Noordwes Universiteit.
Ek dink ek moet sommer voordat ons van die vrae herlei, moet ek sommer by jou begin Zelda. Wat maak van Potchefstroom kampus by die NWI so 'n unieke studentegees om 'n plek na toe te kan kom?
Dankie Pieter. Your greatness starts with the NWU family. I want to elaborate on 3 pillars. And the first pillar is explore. Let your new NWU family help you through your new unfamiliar journey to find out who you really are. How? By asking questions. Inquire more. Weet julle COVID-19, die gogga, het gemaak dat ons sosiale distansiering moes doen. En ons was verplig om oor te skakel na digitale bemarking toe. En al ons digitale bemarking, al ons programme is in volle swang. Digitale bemarking is hier om saam met ons te bly. En weet julle wat hou ek baie van? Die feit dat 'n gesin wat nie kon bekostig om ons kampus te kom besoek nie, kan nou in die gerief van hulle eie huis sit, inskakel en alles leer oor die NWI se programme, ons pragtige kampus en alles wat ons bied. The next pillar that I want to talk about is expand. Let the NWU family equip you with the tools to expand your knowledge and to broaden your horizons. Jy word deel van 'n unieke kampus. Akademiese uitnemendheid. Die beste studentelewe ooit. En natuurlik 'n prentjie mooi romantiese kampus. Jy word deel van 'n instansie wat vibrant is. 10 teen 1, gaan jy jou geliefde ook hier kry. The last pillar that I want to talk about is evolve. We equipped you with a degree to make a difference and to be innovative. Jy gaan altyd deel wees van ons NWI familie, deur net deel te bly van ons alumni. En nou natuurlik moet ek julle vertel hoe wonderlik en hoe oulik is hierdie kampus eintlik, want ons het 'n unieke omgee kultuur. Tydens COVID-19 het die ingenieursfakulteit weggestap met 'n verering van die eerste prys deur die Verenigde Nasies. Hulle het 'n chop app ontwerp wat nou die siftingsprosesse by skole, by universiteite, by enige maatskappy baie vinniger gaan afhandel sonder papierwerk. Dan nog 'n pragtige gemeenskapprojek was, hulle is nog steeds besig met die vervaardiging en die verspreiding van gesigmaskers vir gesondheidswerkers in en rondom Potchefstroom. En so kan ek vele opnoem. By die Noordwes Universiteit se Potchefstroom kampus het ons baie gemeenskapsprojekte, te veel om op te noem. So, please, let us welcome you as part as the NWU family. Thank you, Peter.
Thank you, Zelda. I think everyone's feeling welcome now. And I'd like to ask Peter, our chairman. Peter, there's a lot of questions coming in. Please explain to us SCC and SRC.
Thank you, Peter. All right, prospective first years, there are two different structures. The one is SRC, the Student Representative Council. That is the student leaders from all three campuses, the NWU Potchefstroom campus, the maar campus, and then obviously the Daar campus. And then we also have each campus has its own student campus council. So there's an SCC and then also SRC. The portfolios are also aligned, and then there's also a ratio according to the SRC Constitution from 2017 to give each campus a number of seats within the SRC. So after the annual SCC elections took place, then each SCC nominate SCC members to be part of the SRC, and automatically the SCC chairperson, deputy chairperson, and then secretary general from all three campuses are on the SRC. And then there's also different portfolios on the SRC. So it's not necessary for me as the deputy chairperson of the SCC to also be the deputy chairperson of the SRC. Say for example, if I am the sports officer of the SCC of the Potchefstroom campus, I can be the arts officer of the SRC. And then it's my responsibility to campaign and to launch arts projects across all three campuses. Thank you, Peter.
Thank you, Peter. Two questions already coming in, and it's from Carla in Pretoria and also Jessica from Durban. The language policy, English and Afrikaans, both languages, 3 languages. Peter, I think this one is for you.
Yes, I'll take it. Thank you, Peter. So the NWU has its own language policy. It was approved and adopted by the NWU Council. If I'm not incorrect, I think it was 2 years ago, and there are currently 4 languages in that language policy. It is Afrikaans, English, Setswana, and Sesotho. So we try our utmost best to educate students in one of those languages. It is still in the implementing and starting phase. I don't know if Bianca can elaborate more on that. Sy is ook die akademiese raadvoorsitter en sy hanteer ook daai kwessies daagliks.
Dankie Pieter. Ja, ons taalbeleid is in 4 tale tans en jy kan tans in Afrikaans en in Engels klas gaan. Daar is tans online classes, soos julle weet, dankie COVID. But in all your online classes, you can have videos in Afrikaans and in English. Everything, to the best of our ability, we try to make everything in Afrikaans and in English. And then from the student council side, we try our best to make all our marketing materials, everything like that, available in Afrikaans, English and Setswana when we can.
Thanks, Bianca. Thanks, Peter. I think the next one I will forward and divert to Peter as well. This one is about the sport. You are proud of our sport and the achievements, but Jared wants to know, Potchefstroom campus, does it offer water polo as a sport?
Thank you for that question. The Potchefstroom campus does not only offer water polo, there's a lot of sports. I think 3 years ago, we also won the netball varsity championships. En as dit ook nie vir hierdie jaar se COVID-19 was nie, het die NWU Potchefstroom kampus dalk die rugby ook gewen as ons net een wedstryd gewen het met 40 of 50 punte. Maar nietemin, daar is verskillende sportsoorte. Ek is selfs 'n kleinbalspeler ook. So from badminton, chess, I think for the past 25 years, the NWU is also proud to be the karate champions. So there's a lot of sporting codes. I don't know if you want to add something, Adrian.
Ja, by die NWE is daar regtig soveel sporte en jy kan jouself regtig werklik diversifiseer van skool af. Ek bedoel, ek was op skool nie noodwendig die beste sportster nie, maar ek het die geleentheid gekry op die NWE Potchefstroom kampus om basketbal te gaan speel en tafeltennis, sporte wat ek in my lewe nie gedink het is daar om vir my te speel nie. En dit was my fantasties gewees om deel te wees van 'n koshuis en van 'n kampus wat jy werklik jou vlerke kan sprei en iewers anders gaan deelneem as wat jy gedink het daar is vir jou.
And Peter, I think you mentioned badminton as one of the so-called scarce sport codes. But another question from Sandile: Do you need to have experience in sport in order to join campus sport?
Okay, Sandile, that's actually a good question, and I'm very proud to answer this question because at the Potchefstroom campus, we have 28 residences, and Matthew will also elaborate on the residences more. But in that residence, there's also sporting programs and sporting codes. Each residence participate against all the other residences, and then it starts from residence rugby, residence netball for both men and female, badminton, chess, table tennis, soccer. So there's a lot of sporting codes. As ek sommer gou in Afrikaans ook dan kan antwoord, daar is verskillende sportsoorte wat koshuise teen mekaar kompeteer. Ons noem dit koshuisliga of sportliga. Dit word gereël deur die Kampusstudenteraad sport en rekreasie uitvoerende komitee, en dan kan jy van die netbal af hardloop, jy gaan speel korfbal. As jy klaar is by die korfbal, doen jy volgende week tafeltennis. So die koshuise speel teen mekaar tafeltennis. Die Potchefstroom kampus het ook die High Performance Institute, die HPI, waar topklas atlete kom oefen. Ons is ook dan nou besig om future Olympians op te lei, toekomstige Olympiese studente. So ons is baie trots op hulle ook.
Thank you for that one, Peter. The next one directed to Matthew. How does res roommate allocation work? This is the difficult one for you. Stay with the men.
Okay, yeah, so regarding res room placements, you apply for residence, male or female residence, and then the placements work, the HE members will send you a questionnaire where you answer what's your certain traits and what's your interest, and then they place you and someone else together with the same interest, the same religion, and what you guys can do together. So there's a whole process that follows after your selection to be able to put you in a room with someone else. So there's a questionnaire that will be sent to you. So if you receive an SMS next week to say you have been accepted in a residence, you can expect your questionnaire shortly.
Maybe with staying with you, Matthew, what does the residence offer for students?
Okay, first of all, residents offer an academic inclusive environment for you because we are an academic institution. So we have academic silent times, for example, in a residence where certain hours in the day is allocated towards studying. Then we have a lot of social events as well, but not only for social. We have arts activities, we have sport activities, we have recruitment activities. If you can think of something, I promise you it will be in a residence. And if it isn't in your residence, please tell us and we will implement it in your residence for you. But residence really has a lot of experience that you can offer and also a platform for you to expand on your life skills.
Matthew, is there also a mentorship program of seniors looking after the first years and other juniors?
Yes, so every residence also has a mentorship program within the residence. So how it works is a certain senior is allocated towards a first year, where he or she will teach you what the residence is, how to participate in the residence, show you campus, show you all of the campus experiences, and just ensure that you are fine in your first year. And then when you go to your second year, you as a senior will get a first year again also, that you will mentor throughout your whole university career.
If I can add on that, you will also find an academic advisor in your residence. Every first year gets an academic advisor, which is a senior in the same field of study that you are, and that senior will then help you to get through your courses. Hulle kan jou help om voor te berei vir toetse, vir take, enigiets soos dit. So daar's regtig baie ondersteuning in die koshuise.
As ek gou vinnig net daarbey kan aansluit, Bianca. Die koshuise het wat ons het noem, Matthew het vir ons baie mooi gestel, maar dit net lekker te laat klink ook, koshuispa en seun of koshuisma en dogter. So elke eerste jaar het die geleentheid om 'n senior te kry in die koshuis, wat jy dan nou pa of ma kan noem indien jy sou wou. Dit was baie snaaks die eerste keer toe ek ook huis toe gaan. toe noem ek my koshuispa ook pa en dit was verskriklik snaaks, maar dit is verskriklik lekker en jy raak deel van die koshuiskultuur. During the annual registration and orientation program, there's also peer helpers. Now, peer helpers are there to ensure the social or the emotional well-being of all the first years within the residence. Each residence gets its own peer helper. They also receive the necessary training. And then during the 2-week registration orientation program at the beginning of each year, you can directly go to your peer helper's room and talk to them about certain aspects or anything that bothers you.
Baie dankie. Volgende vraag. Ons gaan terugkom na die koshuise toe. Nou ek sien daar's redelik baie van die koshuisvrae wat inkom. Azelda, Franda Koekemoer wil weet, is daar enige kans dat die kampus besoek kan word vanjaar?
COVID-19 het my sosiale distansiering veroorsaak. Maar soos ek julle gesê het, ons is digitaal in volle swang. Gaan kyk op die graad 11 blad, die graad 12 en graad 9, ons is reg vir julle ook. Daar's inligting oor almal en natuurlik kontak een van jou bemarkers. En ons sal help met vrae, want dit is wat ek wil hê julle moet doen.
As ek daarop kan las, iets wat fantasties is, ons het hierdie jaar laat elke koshuis werwingsvideo's uitbring. So indien jy belangstel in koshuisplek en koshuise, kan jy gerus gaan kyk na die werwingsvideo's van elke koshuis. Dit wys vir jou hoe die koshuis binne lyk, wat die koshuis se tradisies. So dit is regtig lekker om daar te sien wat studentelewe vir jou kan bied. En dit was alles deur studente gedoen. So dis regtig fantasties. Ons werk regtig hierdie deur studente vir studente ding deur so ver as moontlik. So jy kan werklik gaan kyk na elke koshuis se sosiale media platforms en jy sal daar kan sien presies hoe lyk dit in die kampus, hoe lyk dit in die koshuise. Daar's regtig baie footage as ek dit so kan stel vir julle om na te kyk.
Baie dankie. Dit lyk my Adrian, ek gaan vir jou nou weer aan die woord stel. Daar's baie om te sê. Baie vrae, a lot of questions on referring to res. En ek dink Matthew, ek gaan vir jou vra, een van die interessante vrae wat ook ingekom het, wat is die kultuuraktiwiteite wat in koshuise plaasvind? En is daar ook kompetisie in sport en kultuur tussen die verskillende koshuise?
Okay, daar's verskeie kunste en sportaktiwiteite wat in koshuise plaasvind. Om kunste van hulle te noem, het ons 'n eerstejaarskonsert, jy het 'n canvas, jy het 'n bingo serve wat jy saam met jou sleepkoshuis doen. Net om vir hulle uit te brei, sleepkoshuis is waar mans en 'n dameskoshuis trou en hulle werk saam deur die termyn. So daai twee koshuise vorm een sleepnaam en hulle doen verskillende aktiwiteite deur die hele termyn doen hulle dan saam en dan sodra die termyn verby is, kry die koshuis weer 'n nuwe sleep. So bingo serve word gedoen in sleepverband. Jy het enkel serve, jy het debat en jy toneel ook. So daar's 6 kunstaktiwiteite waarin jy kan deelneem binne in die koshuisverband. Sport, soos Pieter Hatting nou gesê het, daar's ongelooflik baie sportsoorte wat ons vir jou kan bied. En al hierdie sport en al hierdie kunste neem ons deel op kompetisievlak. So ons neem deel aan ander koshuise, ons neem deel teen ander koshuise. Byvoorbeeld net om vir julle te noem met die kunste met serve byvoorbeeld. Dit een aand waar mans optree, een aand waar dames optree en dan gaan die top 5 deur na 'n finals aand toe, waar jy dan van finals aand af nou jy eerste, tweede, derde, vierde en 5de plek bepaal. So elke liewe kunste en sportaktiwiteit is kompeterend en ons neem deur ander koshuise deel en dit is regtig die vibe by so 'n aktiwiteit is net lekker want almal se gees daar maak dat almal wil deelneem.
Thanks, Matthew. Back to Peter. It looks like sports also very popular this afternoon. Marcel Leroux asks, does Potch offer archery? And what level of coaching do you have available, if there's any archery? Ek weet ons gee baie pyl en boog ook gratis weg gedurende Joel, maar miskien dalk nie so.
Maar jy het my nou geskiet met 'n pyl van 'n ander rigting wat ek weet nie of ons dit al bied nie, maar wat ek wel vir jou kan sê is die NWI se bestuur in terme van die sportdepartement is so vrygewig en toekomend. As jy 'n uitblinker is op jou gebied van sekere sporttipe, sal hulle kyk om jou te akkommodeer en daar sal vir jou kansse geskep word om jou sporttalent verder uit te leef. As ek byvoorbeeld kan vat, 'n paar jaar terug toe daar 'n rotsklimmuur op kampus oopgemaak het, een van die fakulteite se geboue. So daar was 'n behoefte vir dit en toe dit begin. Die NWI is wel bekend vir al sy sporte landwyd, so ek kan nie sien dat so iets nie begin nie, maar ek is tans onseker of ons dit aanbied. Maar jy kan met liefde met een van ons bemarkers skakel of die sportdepartement self en dan kan ons vir jou daai antwoorde gee.
Thanks, Peter. Referring to that, Chepu just asked now, I read that some lady was recognized for rock climbing at NWU. My question is it a sport, an organized sport at NWU?
Yes, Tepo, you can come. We are waiting for you. Bring with all your shoes that is necessary for rock climbing, but then we will see you next year at the rock climbing wall.
Thanks Pieter. Azelda, hierdie is vir jou. Kian wil weet, kan jou onderrigtaal kan jy dit verander van Afrikaans na Engels en andersom?
Jy is welkom om te kies. Baie Afrikaanse studente luister na die aanbieding in Afrikaans, maar gebruik Engelse handboeke. Al die handboeke is in elk geval in Engels, maar dit is jou keuse.
Daar sê baie dankie aan Zelda. Weer terug na die koshuise toe en dit is Cornel wat wil weet wanneer gaan ons terugvoering gaan kry oor of ontvang aangaande koshuis toelatings. Dink jy en Matthew kan vir ons daar antwoord?
Okay, so ons is baie bly om te sê direk net voor hierdie webinar het ek het 'n vergadering uitgestap oor eerstejaarsplasings en die eerstejaarsplasings word nou gedoen en julle sal teen volgende week Vrydag die 4de September julle e-posse en SMS'e kry om te sê of jy in die koshuis is of nie. So hou asseblief 'n foon dop volgende Vrydag, dit is op pad na jou toe.
Matthew, net 'n aansluiting daarso, as hulle nie hoor teen volgende, is dit Saterdag, Vrydag, wanneer ook al gaan, dit is nie die einde nie.
Nee.
Daar is daarom nog tyd later en sê nou maar daar is onttrekkings dat hulle wel later in die jaar ook weer geakkommodeer kan word.
Ja, so as jy nie nou enigsins plek kry in 'n koshuis nie, moet nie stres daaroor nie. Jou naam is op die lys, jy is dan op die waglys geplaas en sodra iemand wat 'n koshuisplek gekry het onttrek weens sekere redes, dan vul ons op van die waglys af. So jy kan dalk gelukkige kandidaat wees wat heel eerste op die lys is, op die waglys. Dan plaas ons jou onmiddellik ook. So moenie hoop opgee nie, daar is regtig as jy nie koshuisplek kry nie, die kans dat jy kan kry is nog steeds baie goed.
Maar ek moet ook sê, dis iets wat baie lekker is op die NWI, is die dorpskoshuise. So kom ons sê jy het nie kampus koshuis plek gekry nie, dan hoef jy nie te worry nie. Jy kan letterlik kies uit 3 verskillende of mans of dames dorpskoshuise en is fantasties want hulle neem deel in al die kultuur, al die sportaktiwiteite wat die kampuskoshuise ook doen en hulle is lekker groot. So jy kan regtig dop hou en jou oë oop hou vir wanneer hulle aansoeke oopmaak indien jy nie kering gekry het in 'n kampuskoshuis nie, want jy gaan presies dieselfde wonderlike studente-ervaring kry in 'n dorpskoshuis. So moet hulle nie uittel nie. Hulle het wonderlike geleenthede vir jou ook.
Kan ek nie daar inkom? Vir die mammas en die pappas, ek wil vir julle gerus stel, die dorpskoshuis nie. Hulle is nog steeds 'n koshuismamma en 'n koshuispappa en 'n huiskomitee. Ons hoef nie bekommerd te wees nie. Ons kyk steeds mooi na hulle.
And the residences on the Northwest University Potchefstroom campus isn't all there is for our student life. We have things called academic student associations, and they also actively take part in our student life. The academic student associations, some of them have sports teams, like the engineering faculty, they have their own rugby team. So even if you don't make it into a residence, your student life doesn't have to end there. There's a lot of student activities for private students. We have a private student formal every year. So there's a lot of activities that you can still take part in, even if you're not in a residence.
Thanks, Bianca. And I think Georgia Economakis, you asked the most difficult question this afternoon for the past 3 days. When does the 2021 academic year start? Zell.
We can't wait to welcome you, man. On the first week in March of 2021.
Daar's die datum. Dieselfde vraag wat ook gevra het is oor registrasies. Wanneer is registrasies? Wanneer sal registrasies dan plaasvind? Saam Lindy wat dit gevra het.
Ons ontvang julle die eerste week in Maart en in daai week van oriëntering gaan julle ook julle registrasies doen. Maar vir nou wil ek hê ons moet eers net fokus op Langenhoven se 3 pragtige woorde: leer, leer en leer.
Baie dankie Azella. Hier's 'n vraag en ek dink dit is weer na jou toe gerig, Bianca, akademies. Abigail Smith wat vra, as jy nie in 'n koshuis is nie, is daar nog steeds mense wat ons akademies kan help in ons eerste jaar?
Yes, every faculty has their own ASA, Academic Student Association. During the R&O program, you'll have a week or maybe less, depending on what happens with COVID. But then your ASA will take you through all the things you need to know, like how Ifundi works, where to get academic support, and all those types of things. And of course, your ASA will also help you with where to use the library, how to use the library, how to use the support systems on campus, and they'll show you how everything in your faculty works. So you don't have to worry about that. There's always someone that will help you on the Potchefstroom campus.
Thanks, Bianca. Another question, and I think I will direct this to Azelda. How do we... No, sorry. This is the one. Can we change... Marcia, thanks for that one. Can we change our course if we wish to go into another field?
Yes, you can always change, but that's not really what we want. En hier praat ek nou uit 'n ma se perspektief ook, nê? Dis tyd en geld. If you are unsure about which course, please go on our website. I remind you, my name is Azalda Duplessis. Find my phone number tonight and phone me. Or any of the marketers, we will assist you to make the right choice. Maar yes, ja, jy kan verander. Niks is ooit gegiet in yster in die lewe nie.
Baie dankie, Azelda. Julle klompie vrae, and it's still on regarding the RES. Can we still apply for a RES for 2021?
Yes, so applications is still open. Applications will close on the 30th of September. So you can still apply, but we're all busy with the placement process already. So if your application comes in and we see that you are a willing candidate with high academic marks, for example, you will be accommodated as well.
Thanks. Michelle also asked if you can study medicine here. Bianca, ek dink jy gaan sê sy moet onmiddellik oorskakel aptekerswese toe.
Unfortunately, you can't yet study medicine at the Potchefstroom campus. You can study pharmacy and nursing as well, but unfortunately not medicine. Not yet, but watch this space.
Can I just collaborate more on what Peter said about the applications for the campus residents? It already closed on the 30th of June. But yes, the applications for the town residents is still open. No specific requirements. Apply now.
Thank you. Samu, I think you've asked the most important question this afternoon. Is there going to be a first year's welcome party? Peter, directed to you.
Thank you, Peter. Yes, we are currently busy with a lot of consultations and the finalization of the dates for next year. But as Bianca also mentioned, we are waiting for COVID. We are waiting for the possible second wave of this pandemic. Hopefully it will not hit South Africa again. But we are currently in consultation, and we are also planning for a registration and orientation program for next year. And that is a 2-week or 1 week or 2.5 weeks program together with RAG. In that 2 weeks, you can register, you will write your tag and toll test, that is academic literacy tests. You don't have to learn anything for that. And then there's also a lot of arts activities, and there's also a lot of amphi sessions. We will cover a lot of themes, human rights, gender-based violence. You will get to know all the leadership structures of the campus as well, all the house committees, the prims, also the student campus council. There's a lovely outdoor team building activity in form of a fruit festival. So there's a lot of activities, and that is all part of the vibrant student life. En dit is dalk die rede hoekom ek vandag as 6 jaar nog steeds hier sit en ek hierdie universiteit wil groet nie.
Baie dankie, Peter. Jessica will answer your question. That will be the last question. Why should someone choose NWU from other universities in South Africa? We'll get to that one. Anay en Carly wil weet, is daar drama en toneelgeleenthede by die NWU en ook is daar 'n tipe ontgroening vir eerstejaars in die koshuise? Ek dink ons moet dalk vir Matthew vra.
Okay, rakende jou drama en toneel, daar is definitief die toneel wat ons aanbied op kunstevlak is net soos 'n tienertoneel wat jy bijvoorbeeld in 'n skool aspek sal kry. So dit is waar jy in 'n sleepverband, wat ek nou genoem het oor die slepe, waar jy daar 'n toneel inskryf en jy skryf 'n enkel toneel ook in waar dames of manskos alleen kompeteer. Rakende die ontgroening, die NWU glo glad nie in 'n ontgroeningspraktyk nie. Ons het 'n RNO wat 'n verwelkomende atmosfeer vir alle eerstejaars is, waar ons julle verwelkom op kampus. Ons stel julle bekend aan kampus en aan die koshuislewe. Daar gaan glad nie ontgroening wees, so jy hoef nie te stres daaroor nie. Daai dae is heeltemal verby en ons glo regtig dat ons almal gelyk is en ons almal met oop arms kan verwelkom.
And, sorry if I may, for the private students, we also have art society. So you have DeVaco, Dysfunctional Beat Dance Crew, NWU Gospela. So even if you're not in a residence and you want to live out your arts, you can, because there are such things as societies. So you can join a dance society, you can join the NWU choir society, and just there's something for everyone on this campus.
Thanks. I don't know who is the social one amongst you, but Danzy asks, I would just like to know how long classes are usually in the week, because I would also like to know what is happening with next year. Will we be able to experience the normal student life, like the first year's traditions and so on? Pieter.
Pieter, ek dink jy's die een wat meer sosiaal is tussen ons, maar ek gaan hom vinnig probeer antwoord. So with regards to the social life and then also the time of academics for 2021, as I already said, it's difficult to say now how long will the classes be or whatever, but for first year, all the modules are very important. If you can cum laude your first year, you can also cum laude your degree, maybe at the end of your study career at the NWU, Potchefstroom campus. But there's also time for social. The SCC is working currently on planning for 2021 student life activities, and I can assure you that we are leaving no student life activity behind, just as the ethic of care of the NWU with leaving no student behind. Ons is besig om te kyk dat alle studentelewe aktiwiteite volgende jaar gaan plaasvind, COVID of nie. Of ons dit nou aanlyn doen of nie, dit sal gebeur, want op die ouend van die dag kry jy nie net jou graad nie, maar jy kry ook jou vriende en jy kry iets ekstra op jou CV ook, soos om 'n studenteleier te wees. So alles gaan nog steeds plaasvind.
Thanks, Peter, for that testimonial. Zelda, more of an academic question. I was asked to upload an undertaking document, but my status hasn't changed. Is there something I need to do? Please help.
It is very important, it is compulsory that you need to complete that undertaking form. It's available on the website. En hier slaan ek nou vandag vir myself. Stuur vir my 'n e-possie en ek stuur dit vir jou as jy 'n probleem ondervind. If you really need to get that form and you can't get it on the website, please send an email to me. I would just love to send it to you and send it back, and I'll even see to that it gets to admissions. That's a promise.
Thank you, Zelda. Eden, ek kan vir jou sommer self antwoord. Hy vra, kompeteer NWU Potchefstroom teen ander universiteite deur die jaar? Ja, hulle doen en hulle wen ook. So, Eden, jy is baie welkom. En dan was daar ook 'n vraag weer eens oor die ondersteuningsnetwerke. And I think I'd like to ask you, Bianca. I was asked, how does one become involved with the academic related activities in RES?
Okay, so it's very easy to become involved in any student structure, especially academics. We have class representations or class representatives that you can become simply by being voted in your class. We have an academic subcommittee that you can join. Every resident has their own committee. Every academic student association has their own committee. So there's a lot of places where you can join and become involved. The NWU also has a Center for Teaching and Learning. So this Center for Teaching and Learning has an academic peer mentor program. So this program especially helps private students as well if you're not in a residence and if you are in a residence, but you can go and visit their website, CTL NWU, and then you can find out more about the academic mentorship programs. But it's very easy to become involved in the student life activities.
Thanks, Bianca. Another question, what are the university's facilities like? Is the library open 24 hours a day? Baie vrae wat inkom en juist te hoor, is die kampus ook gesentreer op een gedeelte van die dorp, of is dit verspreid dat jy klasse het in 'n ander deel van die dorp of koshuise? Kan jy vir ons antwoord, Pieter?
Goed, ek gaan dit vinnig probeer antwoord en dan gaan ek vir Bianca vra dat sy ook net aansluit in terme van die klasse. Kampus is ongelooflik gesentreerd. Ons het die studentesentrum, die gimnasium waar jy kan oefen en alle binneshuise sporte vind plaas in hierdie studentesentrum. Ons noem dit ook die SS, al ons studente, en daar kry jy al die kos wat jy aan kan dink, daar's tot sushi, glo dit of nie. So dit is die studentesentrum, daar's ook kafeterias, oral op kampus is daar eetsale, niks is ver om te loop nie, baie mense ry fiets. Dis altyd 'n probleem om parkering te kry want daar's so baie mense wat Potchefstroom toe kom net om dit te kom beleef en te ervaar, maar alles is baie naby mekaar, alles is loopafstand in terme van die kampus wat gesentreer is in Potchefstroom. As jy 'n student is volgende jaar, gaan ons dit die Bult noem en alles is op die Bult, daar's kuierplekke, daar's haarsalonne, daar's 'n skryfbehoeftewinkel, daar's dokters, Virgin Active is daar, banke is daar, restaurante is daar, so jy kan sommer oral heen loop. Ons kampus is op baie veilig, we have a very, very safe campus. We also, in my opinion, we have the best protection services department in South Africa or in the Southern Hemisphere, and they are actually busy 24/7 to watch all the cameras on campus and off campus to ensure the safety of students and staff. Bianca, can you elaborate more on the library times, please?
Yes, and I just want to add with what Peter said as well. We have a closed campus, so it means if you want to come onto campus, you need to show your student card and you need to pass through a gate. So nie net enigiemand kan op kampus kom nie, dit maak ons baie veilig op kampus. Al die koshuise is gesentraliseer op kampus, so jy is naby aan alles. Al jou klasse is gewoonlik in dieselfde plek. For example, I studied BCom communications, so all my classes were in the communications building. So there's different buildings on campus with different faculties, so all your classes would be there. And then for the library, it's not a 24-hour library, not on the Potchefstroom campus. The other campuses have 24-hour libraries. But in the exam time period and in the test week time period, the library stays open for longer. So then you can make use of that library.
Thank you, Bianca. A question, 21 questions related to this and to this topic, of which 20 wants to be private. So I respect your privacy. And the only one that mentioned her name is Carla, and she asked, or they asked, gaan daar joel wees? Will there be rag next year?
Peter?
Okay. Carla, dankie vir jou en die ander 20 wat hierdie vraag gevra het. The Potchefstroom campus is well known for all its community projects. I was also very fortunate for last year to be the SRC community chairperson of the SCC, Student RAG Community Service, so we have an ethic of care. RAG is of utmost importance every year because I think last year we raised actually 2.2 million rand for community service projects. The Potchefstroom campus has the biggest student-driven community service organization in the world. A few years ago we were second largest, so we are also very fortunate to have that. In terme van JOL kan ek sommer nou al vir jou sê, net soos met die registrasie en oriënteringsprogram, is daar nou ongelooflik baie vergaderings wat gebeur, wat ons as Kampusstudenteraad moet bywoon, om te verseker, maar ek kan vir jou wel beloof, die SR gaan verseker, dat JOL gebeur. Al wat ons dalk gaan pootjie, is die sosiale distansiering en al die nasionale reëls, wat president Cyril Ramaphosa instel, wat ons dalk kan verhoed dat dit nie gaan gebeur nie, maar die SR is innoverend, die SR is uniek, ons dink aan goeie idees, so as ons dit kan laat gebeur, gaan dit gebeur. Wat vir nou belangrik is ons soek jou net op kampus, sodat jy kan deel vorm van hierdie studentelewe.
Dankie Pieter. Matthew, I'm going to ask you about info on campuses, on hostels or rest that is not on campus. Where can we get info from that? And then also the requirements to be part of cheerleaders. Is there any cheerleaders teams on campus? You're welcome to answer.
Okay, regarding the town residences, you can go onto the NWU website. You can go click on residences. There you will see there's town residences and campus residences. We currently have 6 town residences, 3 men, 3 lady residences. So you can apply for one of them. Please just note that the town residence does not give accommodation to you. So you register to be part of a town residence, but it doesn't give accommodation. So you have to get your own accommodation. But all of the information regarding our town residences is on the website. It's on our Facebook pages, and they have their own Facebook and Instagram pages as well. So if you find out what their names is, it's Dinky, Lavaria, Bellatrix, and then the men is Villagers, Heimat, and TJ. So go onto Facebook or Instagram, go look at their pages, and make the best decision that would accommodate you. And then regarding cheerleaders, we definitely have cheerleaders. They is our cheer squad. They at every single varsity cup game, at every varsity netball game as well. So we definitely have it, and they are part of the art societies as well. So you can just during R&O period or normally in February, there's auditions that take place. So you can go for an audition, and then if you're lucky enough, you can be part of the NWU Spirit Squad.
Thanks, Matthew. I don't know who is into music. I reckon our music department and our conserve is by far the best in Africa. And but one question, Gabu wants to know, I hear there's an orchestra. Do they teach you from scratch or do you audition?
I'll take this question. We have an amazing musical faculty, so you can study music or then you can join the orchestra. It's also student driven, so it's fantastic. Student leaders are in the orchestra, so it's very fantastic. You can join any day. You'll see when you're on campus, they will also put up posters and they'll invite you to come audition, and they even give you the opportunity to go and learn with them. So you'll see all of their information will also be available on their Facebook page. So you can go and you can see all the art societies have Facebook pages, and all their information will be available there as well. And you can also go onto the NWU website and you will also be able to find all the information on that.
Thanks a lot. Thanks for that one. Baie vrae weer eens oor die koshuise. Lister, ek kan sommer vir jou antwoord. Hy vra of Pikdorp mans koshuis deel van die ander koshuise is, verseker. Jy's baie welkom daar. Katlego wants to know how will the official selection process of acceptance be done? And then also the town res. I'm struggling to find it online, but we'll help him. En dan Elise wat vra hoe kan sy haar punte verbeter of haar kanse verhoog om dan op die ou ende wel plek in 'n koshuis te kan kry.
Okay, so vir jou punte as jy wil aansoek doen vir 'n koshuis, gaan ons gewoonlik op jou graad 11 punte wat jy ingestuur het tydens jou aansoekproses, maar daai punte is onderhewig aan jou matriekuitslae. So al maniere jy kan verbeter is as jy regtig baie hard gaan leer vir jou rekordeksamen wat nou voorlê vir jou en jou eindeksamen, en as jy daar beter doen as wat jou graad 11 punte is, dan sal jy definitief jou koshuisplek dan kan kry. Jy sal ook dan op en af op die waglys kan skuif indien jy op die waglys byvoorbeeld is.
Iets wat jy ook kan doen wat jou regtig kan help is om jou CV in te stuur vir koshuise waarin jy belangstel. So HK's kry ook HK-plasings en dan kyk hulle na jou CV. So hulle kyk werklik of jy 'n diverse mens is. They'll be looking not only at your academics, but they will be looking at are you participating in sports at school? Are you participating in cultural events? Because when a HE member chooses you for their hostel, they don't necessarily go, oh, you have the highest marks, so we'll be choosing you. They look at the person, will they be doing something for our hostel? Will they bring that it factor, that thing that we need to make sure that our hostel will come at the top at the end of the year? So my suggestion would be definitely send your CV to the hostels. All of the information is on the NWU website. You can click on the tab residences and then you'll find all the information. You can send your CV to the recruitment HEC members. So hulle sal jou dan kan help. So definitief so gou as moontlik stuur asseblief jou CV in, want soos julle gehoor het, volgende week gaan julle al weet of julle koshuisplek het of nie, en die HK's doen volgende week hulle HK keuses. So stuur daai CV vandag uit sodat jy dalk 'n kans kan staan om in 'n koshuis te kom.
Thank you for that one. Another one, and this is, I think this is the most popular topic, hulle. Another Jessica wants to know what does hulle mean, and also, Rag, maybe Peter, you can, and also elaborate on the purpose of hulle.
Yes, thank you. That's also a very good question. I elaborated more on that 2-3 minutes ago. So RAG is basically a big music festival, but not only a music festival, it's also the opportunity for all SLEP residences. Matthew elaborated on SLEP residences, so it's 2 residences together, a male and female residence, and then they participated together with this, and we call it practical RAG, and then they built their own float for the floating parade. So almal weet van die vlotparade wat ons elke jaar het, so sleepkoshuise bou saam hulle vlotte, eerstejaars loop saam, die huiskomitee loop saam, almal skud blik en dan samel ons geld in. Daar's 'n groot musiekfees with big artists also coming to this RAG event and RAG music festival, and then there's also the fireworks. That is also very interesting each year. And then the purpose of RAG is very important. RAG stands for Reach Out and Give. And RAG and SRCS together is a non-profit organization, and SRCS is Student RAG Community Service. So within SRCS we approximately have 75 to 80 community service projects. So each academic student association, each residence, there's also project leaders, and they all have their own projects within the community. The 3 legs and pillars of SRCS is also empowerment, awareness, and then also sustainability, which is very important. And SRCS also helped the municipality of Potchefstroom during these times of COVID-19. Last year, we raised approximately 15.7 tons of clothes during the annual Barefoot Day. So met Kaalvoetdag het ons laas jaar ongeveer 15 ton klere ingesamel van ASV, skoolhuise almal. En dan hierdie klere deel ons uit aan die ongeveer 80 projekte wat SGD dan in die gemeenskap het. En dan gee Joel elke jaar die geld wat hulle insamel vir SGD en dan kry jy ook gemeenskapsondervinding.
Thanks, Peter. I think that will explain. One of our most active, most passionate, and most vibey marketers on the campus and also for the NWU is Zelda. Zelda, a lot of questions being asked on bursaries. Hoe kan 'n mens aansoek doen vir beurse en hoeveel beurse of watter beurse is beskikbaar?
I'm first going to start with our amazing academic bursaries. If you post-matric with a 75 to 79 average, you will get 25% discount on class fees. You work harder and you finish with the 80 to 84, we'll give you 75% discount on class fees. And the best, 85 and more, 100% discount. Weet julle oudjies wat beteken 100% korting? Mahala for free verniet. Geen klasgelde nie. Dan is daar verskeie ander beurse. Gaan kyk op ons webtuiste.
Baie dankie, Azella. You can see what I meant with passionate. This is passionate. Wi-Fi in race and Wi-Fi also in any town race. Matthew.
Okay, so we are happy to say that during last year and this year, every single residence were installed with Wi-Fi. So in your room, in the corridor, even in the bathroom, there is Wi-Fi for you. So you can get Wi-Fi anywhere. As soon as you walk out of the residence, you get Wi-Fi there as well. So the whole campus has Wi-Fi in all of the faculties, in the student centrum that Peter mentioned earlier on, within the residence. Town residences also do have their own Wi-Fi in their clubhouses. The accommodation blocks for town residences do not have their Wi-Fi, but the clubhouses do have. So when you have a hostel meeting in the clubhouse, for example, you will have access to the NW Wi-Fi or the Edgerome Wi-Fi network.
Right, thanks Matthew for that one. Adrian, maybe just about your portfolio. Someone asked, Anay asked about your portfolio, the public relations, marketing, like a PRO officer.
All right. So it's the best portfolio in my opinion. The reason I say this is I get to tour in the beginning of January with my executive committee, and we visit schools and tell them why the NWU is the best university in South Africa, and it's easy. It's about the student life, and I was privileged enough to arrange this with the SRC person, Poppy, that is in charge. This is a privilege of marketing to really show all the prospective students what the NWU has to offer for you. We also do a student diary each year. This is amazing. We put it together, a whole diary by students, and then we sell it at the beginning of the next year. And it's fantastic because it's something that we can really take ownership in. There's no other university that I know of in South Africa that the students design a diary and then they sell it as well. So I think this is a fantastic opportunity for students also to put out designing skills, and you don't have to have any skills when you start on the diary editorial team. You can really start from scratch. So we really learn skills on my committee as well.
Great. Nou, die belangrike vraag, and then we're going to wrap up. And I think that was a question that Jessica asked in the beginning. And I'm going to ask Matthew, we'll start with you. Why should someone choose NWU from other universities in South Africa?
The reason you should choose NWU is not just because of our academic excellence, it's because we are a home away from home, we are a family, and it's here where you meet your best friends and be your best friends until the day you die.
Thank you, Matthew. Bianca, jou kans om te kan brag en te kan spog en om vir ons te sê hoekom het jy self ook die NWU gekies en hoekom sou jy iemand anders oortuig om hiernatoe te kom?
Die antwoord daarop is regtig baie eenvoudig en dis die studentelewe. Die studentelewe gee vir jou life skills wat jy nie noodwendig in jou graad kry nie, of die skills wat jy in jou graad kry en jy kan dit gaan prakties uitvoer. For example, my master's in corporate communications, I'm here doing this webinar thanks to Adrian, and we all built these skills. So jy kan regtig kom, jy kan jou skills bou, soos Adrian gesê het. Dis nie eens nodig om hierdie ervaring te hê voor jy kom nie. Jy kan net begin. My executive committee puts out a desktop calendar every year, and they design it from scratch as well. We print it, we sell it to students, and you need no experience. You need no experience to come and join, to come and be in a residence, anything like that. En ons leer jou hierdie ervarings aan. So ja, dis ook hoekom ek na die NWU Potchefstroom toe kampus gekom het, dis vir die ervaring.
Baie dankie Bianca. Adrian, from your side?
Die sosiale vlinder wat ek is, sal sê definitief die aksies en die sosiale geleenthede. Something that's interesting, we do this each year. Ons noem dit skakeltoer. So this is when we go and we visit different university and we benchmark basically to see what we can improve upon on our NWU campus. And something I learned that's very interesting is in our campus, you have social actions at least twice a week, which is fantastic. You get to socialize, you get to meet different people, and some of the other universities only get to do this once a term. So if you like socializing and you like your academics, come to the NWU because you get the opportunity to do both. En om eerlik te wees, jy gaan nie 'n studentelewe enige plek anders kry nie, want hier doen studente alles vir studente. Ons werk regtig saam om seker te maak jou stem word deur alles gehoor. No student left behind. Dit kan ek werklik vir julle waarborg wanneer jy Potchefstroom toe kom. Ons is daar vir julle om seker te maak dat jy die beste geleenthede ooit kry.
Adrian, baie dankie. Daar het jy nou gehoor die getuigskrif en dis presies hoekom jy hiernatoe moet kom. Pieter, ek gaan vir jou vra en dan ook sommer miskien dalk net in te bring 'n klomp vrae wat gevra is, a lot of questions being asked on diversity and how do you as the SRC and SCC handle diversity on campuses?
Alright, so diversity is of utmost importance across the whole NWU, across all 3 campuses. This year there was also a ratio for first years in the residences, and that is according to the 2025 Transformation and Diversity Plan of the NWU. This plan has to be submitted to the DHET, Department of Higher Education and Training, and then we also have to adhere to this plan. So across all 3 campuses, diversity is very important, and I can truly say that in the executive committees, in the academic student associations, in the residences, the house committees, everywhere, there are diverse people. Diversity is not about color. I believe that diversity is much more. It is about all the activities you can attend together, or not your age or whatever, your sexual orientation. And at this campus, we are all one family, and that is also why I want to say the students are friendly. The staff are friendly, and the lecturers are friendly. The University Management Council are also friendly. They will also help and assist you any time in the day or in the evening. And that is also one of the reasons I chose the Northwest University Potchefstroom campus, not only for student life and to get education in your mother tongue, but also to express yourself. You can be yourself, and then also you can get something on your CV as well. Vandag sit ek hier, ek is 6 jaar later nog steeds hier. Ek het die geleentheid gehad om op 'n huiskomitee te gedien het, uitvoerende komitee en op die studenteraad ook, en ek gaan nie net met my graad hier wegstap nie. Ons as studenteraad en enige studenteleier het die geleentheid om met begrotings te werk wat groter is as van hierdie besighede in Suid-Afrika se begrotings. Jy reël funksies op jou eie. So as jy hier uitstap, het ek al van baie stories gehoor wat mense sê. Ek gee nie om wie dit is nie, ek soek iemand wat van Potchefstroom campus afkom. So that is in short the reason why you have to choose the Northwest University Potchefstroom campus.
Thanks Pieter, thanks for that testimonial. En ek kan getuig daarvan, as 'n personeellid, as jy op die kampus loop, klasse is nie net akademie, daar's fun ook. There's a lot of fun in between, and I really enjoyed just to walk on campus during the day and during the evening as well. Azelda, Mrs. Marketing herself, if you can convince a last minute entry to our campus.
Natuurlijk. To all the prospective students, your journey towards greatness starts with this NWU family. At the Potchefstroom campus, can't wait to welcome you on our beautiful campus. Leer, leer en leer.
Baie dankie Azella. Ek gaan afsluit. I have to wrap up. Our first 3 winners of a valuable NWU hamper. And I'll read their names. Is Carla van Sail, Anay de Wet, and Ketwiwe Molefe. So those are the 3 winners. The other 7, we will announce that later, so please go to Facebook and all the other social media platforms, and we will announce the other 7 winners there as well. If you missed anything today, you will be able to find it on our NWU YouTube channel, so please go there. En baie dankie aan ons paneel wat vanmiddag hierso was. Julle is sterre en julle is ware ambassadeurs vir die NWU. Ons sien uit om vir jou volgende jaar hierso te ontvang. God bless. Kia ora, ons sien julle volgende jaar. Good day.